Statistics. Right, when we perform statistics, we collect data, we then describe and present the data we collect, right? And when you're presenting the data or describing it, you can use descriptive statistics. That means you just draw a graph and show the people a graph, or you can use summary statistics where you can calculate the mean or the median, and the list goes on, and you'll know lots more of these by the end of this, right? So you can present summary statistics, etc. And then when you've done that, you can draw conclusions from your data, and we call that inferential statistics. For example, you could ask 100 people who they're going to vote for in the next election, and if 60% say they're going to vote for Fine Gael, then you would say you would infer that for the whole population of Ireland that 60% will vote Fine Gael. Okay, these are not my notes. This is revision, right? And my notes are not fully explanatory. So what you need to do is write this down, go to the book, and write an extra little sentence underneath to help explain it to yourself. Okay. The next thing we have is types of data. This is all revision now, but just to remind you, types of data. When you collect your data, when you ask a question, the answer is either going to be a word or a number. If it's a word, we call it categorical. If it's a number, we call it numerical. For example, what colour hair have you? It's categorical. How many brothers do you have is numerical, right? Categorical can be further divided into nominal, right, or ordinal. So nominal, right, means you can't put the words in order. Now, alphabetical order does not count, okay? So nominal means you can't put it in order. So, for example, what colour eyes do you have? I have blue, I have brown, I have grey. There's no order. You can write blue first, and then someone else might write brown first, etc., etc. Right? Ordinal, there's an order. Right, so something like that might be, what size hoodie do you take? I take a extra small, a medium, a large, extra large, or something like, how satisfied were you with the service? Very satisfied, not satisfied, something like that. Okay, over to numerical. Right, so the answer is a number, right? If the number is something you can count, as in how many brothers do you have, you line them up and you count them, that's called discrete numerical. Right, and if it's something you measure, right, that's called continuous numerical. For example, what height are you? I am 1.63 meters, right, okay, but someone else could come and say, well, I'm actually 1.635 meters, and someone else with a more accurate measuring device might say, well, I'm 1.6354 meters, etc. So continuous, you can always put on a decimal point if you need to, right? Okay, now I've only headings on this, right? Okay, so as I say, you write down the headings, then you go to the book and you get a sentence out of the book and you write down what it describes. It's all revision. Primary data, you collect it yourself, right? Okay, so you go out and do the survey. You stand on Cruises Street and ask the questions, right? Secondary data is you get the information from some other source. So you might look up the information off the internet, right? Or you might get it out of a book or a telephone book or something like that, right? Univariate data is you ask one question. So you collect one piece of information, as in you send out a survey, what colour eyes do you have? That's it, no more information, one question, right? Right, a bivariate data is you might ask for two pieces of information to see if they're related. For example, you might ask, how many hours study do you do, and what was your score in your last maths exam, right? So you might be investigating to see if two pieces of data are related. Okay, and that's the end of section 10.1. So now you go do some questions on it.